Alright guys, check this one out. We got a very, very fun one. This man is obviously holding a catheter and he's going to pull this down. No, I'm just kidding. So right now we have a Therabreath commercial, and the reason why I want to do this because number one, I have bad breath. Number two, the marketing's kind of bland, and I want to show you how we could kind of spice it up a little bit. So let's pause from this a little bit. They have this mouthwash right here. It's only got like 3 reviews, and it looks like a small company, right? It's a small brand, maybe mom and pop shop, but it's seen everywhere. I've seen it at Target, I've seen it at Vaughn's, but the problem is it's battling it's battling, Oral Breath, Colgate, all of those huge brands, right? But they still kind of have a less than average marketing scheme. I do like these videos on there, and obviously everyone's going to click on them, but in just a second you will see why. Let's go over here. Let's go with this magician guy. And they have a bunch of these, just like this. They have a bunch of these.
This is Steve. He used to have gum problems. Now, he uses Therabreath Healthy Gums Oral Rinse with clinically proven ingredients, and his gum problems have vanished. Therabreath. It's a better mouthwash.
It's just a better mouthwash, right? And then let's go over here. This one's about a minute and 57. And before I start this, if you like this video and find it with a lot of value, please like and subscribe. It will help a lot. Anyways, let's watch this. Shot on the iPhone.
Damn, baby, you hot. Thanks. Ooh, so is your breath.
Oh my god, that's my best. What should I do?
You should try Therabreath. This is a new product that works well.
Yeah, I've used it before. It works really well and really fast.
And gives no morning breath.
And then you'll get the guy of your dreams.
Oh my god, I'll be right back.
Oh my god.
How to use your ADA seal-approved Therabreath. First,
So now they're going to the how to use. Alright.
Gargle for 30 seconds all the way to the back of your throat. Spit and repeat. Next, you're going to grab a second capful. For 45 seconds, swish around. Hit all the surfaces of your mouth. Swish and spit. Now you're
Done in a
protected
bathroom.
from the volatile sulfur compounds
At
for
college
24 hours
or high
in
school.
the day.
Or bad breath affects 90 million Americans. So don't suffer with those volatile sulfur compounds. Use clinically tested, patient-approved Therabreath. It's patient-approved Therabreath. It's free.
And you could barely hear it.
Breath affects 90 million Americans. So don't suffer with those volatile sulfur compounds. Use clinically tested, patient-approved Therabreath. It's free of alcohol, sugar, and harsh ingredients. Let Therabreath give you fresh breath and regain more confidence. Money back guaranteed.
Now that I've used Therabreath, I can get the man in my dreams.
You would want to go back with that same dude. Or
Thanks,
girl.
Therabreath.
Anyways, yeah, that's a pretty cool commercial, and obviously it could have been a college commercial, whatever. They're just having fun, or promoting something for their marketing class. But here's what I wanted to go over, right? So this guy does a demo over here, and there's magician guy, then there's karate guy, then there's this girl who I haven't really seen, and then it's all just basically same things. It's just a bunch of testimonials and whatnot and reviews from other influencers. But I want to get into why this isn't going to do well, or won't do well in the future, is because all of these ads are about 7 years, 6 years, 1 year. They're all from different people, and they're all kind of the same. So he does the same thing as him, and they're just saying, hey, it's better breath, right? But the problem is you're also against Oral-B and Listerine and all that stuff. So one of the things that they don't really tell you, and they don't tell them in their sales page, is why this product is different, right? It's just saying that it's good, powered by oxygen, right? But they don't explain why, if it's powered by oxygen or anti-cavity, what causes or how that works, right? And like really good way is just to say what causes bad breath. It's this chemical that you get. It's this different chemical. No one ever talks about this. It's this chemical that you get, and it doesn't. And all these other brands provide stuff to go over your breath, but they don't actually eliminate that odor. They don't eliminate that one chemical. And with Therabreath, we have a formula, a dentist formula formulated by dentists, to get that little bit, to get that thing using our key ingredient, which is this, not found in any other ingredient, in any other breath, right? Any breath supply, any other Listerine, you're not going to find it in there, okay? And that's why our breath can last you around 24 hours to even 48 hours just off 2 scoops, or you don't even need to. You could use 1, but we recommend 2. And just going into there brings in a lot more curiosity than just saying, hey, the life of your dreams, or bringing that confidence back, right? Because obviously they're going to say that, but you're going to look at Oral-B's commercials or Listerine's commercials, they're saying the same thing. They're not talking about that separated formula that you have, that nobody else has, and that will get you to really think of like getting it. And it's just like those weight loss commercials, or those weight loss fads even, that you have, but they're about the same thing, but they just explain it differently. So like, let's say with the low carb diet, the South Beach diet, something like that, you're going to be talking about the same thing. You're going to talk about the same thing that people have been doing for years. Okay, you cut the carbs, but now you're just calling it, oh, we're going to call it keto this time, or we're going to call it the Atkins diet. It's all basically the same thing. They just say like, oh, this main thing is causing fat, right? The lack of testosterone is causing fat, and here is a way to boost testosterone, because boosting testosterone is going to cause you to lose fat, and then now everyone's like, okay, so that's different from the keto thing. Now we're just boosting testosterone. Or that's different from the Atkins diet, because now we're going to just focus on getting that testosterone that will burn fat, or something like that. So and in this case, it's always about that chemical that you put in here. It's a natural chemical. It's a natural ingredient. And basically that's the only thing. You're the only person who has this chemical in there. So yeah. And this guy's actually just checking out his breath. I actually like this demo, but it doesn't really differentiate from getting Oral-B, which is probably a cheaper band,
2,000 down to about 79
than this brand, right? So he's actually just measuring his breath here.
Now let's see what
which
happens
is kind
if
of cool.
I use another type of mouthwash. Again, we'll go back to the onion.
Let's see what he says
I don't
over
know
here.
if Therabreath works. The most common type of bad breath is food odors, and
So food odors.
onions throughout the
Right.
day. So let me test my breath. We'll test
But
it against
what
an
in
onion.
food
First of
odors
all,
gives
let's see
you
if my
bad
breath
breath,
is
right?
fresh to begin with. This is an instrument called a halimeter or a halometer. It measures bad breath in parts per billion of sulfide compounds. The machine goes from 0 parts per billion up to 2,000 parts per billion. Anything below 100 means my breath is fresh. If it's above 100, it means I've got a problem. It means I have bad breath and I should not be in this business. Let me measure my breath. I just open my mouth. It has a vacuum. It sucks up some air. Within a few seconds, it will give me a reading. .61. So I have fresh breath. Okay. Now, let me go ahead and bite it into an onion. I'll eat a little bit and then measure my breath, and then I'll use some Therabreath and see what it does.
And like, what maintains the breath? So you're also looking at that. What is going to keep
That's
my
a powerful onion. I
breath
want it to 2,000.
stinky?
Okay.
Why
So
is
what I
it?
will do is
Why
take some of the,
does when you
Therabreath.
drink Listerine or you drink Oral-B or something like that, the bacteria just comes back and back and back, right? You know, why do you have to keep doing it after a meal? You know, why can't it just stay fresh after a meal and all this stuff? It's because of a certain chemical that is already, or certain bacteria that's already in your mouth that the Listerine isn't fully getting rid of, right? So then obviously then you transition to, hey, then this Therabreath discovered a formula with a team of dentists that could get basically all of this out, and you don't need any food coloring or any of that stuff, or whatever he said over here, that they don't have food coloring, alcohol, or something like that, whatever. And then there, boom. It's a little bit more out there. It's a little bit more unique, and you're kind of stepping out in front of the crowd.
Mouthwash. As you can see, it's totally clear, no artificial colors or flavors. I'm going to rinse my mouth, and we'll test it.
And yeah, for about the rest of this video, I think I'm about done. So if you want to enjoy this video on 2x, then we can.
Okay, coming down. The machine takes a few minutes to get all the way down. The machine's used in clinics throughout the world. It's the gold standard in measuring bad breath. We've had several machines we've used since 1993 to measure bad breath. Okay, almost down to there. One other way to measure is something called the gas chromatograph. It's a very expensive $25,000 machine used in universities. It's not as practical as the halimeter, and there's also the sniff test. If you want to test your breath,
So yeah, after the basic stuff, you could go into benefits, confidence, dates, job interviews, all that stuff.
Hey. Well, went from 2,000 down to about 79. So I think my breath is pretty good. Now, let's see what happens if I use another type of mouthwash. Again, we'll go back to the onion.
I love how he just chews an onion, man. This guy's... I've done that one time, and my stomach was just awful. It was just mouthwash, broken.
Slightly different, as you can see. It has some artificial colors. Blue is not a natural color. Cheers.
Like, I did not feel good in my stomach. This guy's using different kind of mouthwash to wash it down.
This gets back to zero. To read some of the ingredients here.
To wash
alcohol,
it down.
Glycerin, flavor, polysorbate 80, sodium saccharin, sodium benzoate, silicon
And then,
chloride,
yeah, so he's going to read off these ingredients, right?
Okay.
But no one, do you see, it doesn't really matter, because he doesn't really go over why that, or those ingredients were bad, or why those ingredients, he just said it. He could have...
Well, not as good as
missed an opportunity there. That's
Sorry,
all.
blue mouthwash. Try better.
That is all missed opportunities, and I do like the small companies, but sometimes it's best not to use like another person's marketing, or try to use these fancy ads, or like this karate guy, and try to bang off the opportunity of the karate guy selling for you. You kind of want to get into what makes it different, what makes it unique, why it will keep your breath lasting longer, not just say it, prove it, So that is it for me. I had a wonderful time enjoying this and going over this. And again, if you like this, please let me know by liking and subscribing or commenting. You have another video that you want me to do, I will do it. So, okay. Anyways, that is it. I will see you next time.